last week I was on a panel for creators, and I challenged them. What would be your ultimate long-term goal, manifesting ultimate project, anything in your life, personal, work, whatever, for 10 years from now? Like, what do you want to do? Because I just like putting people on the spot.
That's a good question.
Big manifesting.
I know I would want to do something that would be, like, my ultimate dream part would be something that I think I would have to create myself, which I would do kind of like what Eddie Murphy used to do, where he played 10 characters, and then like dress up as them, and like, because like, you know, I like do my dad impersonation of my dad all the time, and I think I could do a lot of different folks, so I would want to do that. I had this thing. I did this movie with Giles called Cop and a Half 2?
Yeah, Cop and a Half.
And with Lou Diamond Phillips, who's part Asian, and I was like, hey, dude, I want to write this movie called Secret Asian Man. You want to do it with me? And he's like, I'm in, man. I'm in. Just write it. Let me know. And so I've yet to write it.
Why are we screening that today?
Yeah, but like, yeah, something like that would be fun, to do some sort of like 007 thing. And I had the idea of like him being like the old agent that wants, not old, he's not old, but like he's like old school, right? He's like the dapper gentleman that's like having to like teach his protege the ropes, and then I'm a bumbling idiot, but it'd be kind of like a fun kind of comedy duo.
Okay.
I think that'd be kind of fun.
I longer term, that's not a specific project, but it's more of the network that I want to work with.
Yeah.
I've been really lucky, and this is live action. I've done a lot of voice. I've had a lot of fun with that, and I've had a lot of fun with live action too. I've been very fortunate to work with some fun projects. But maybe it's just the brand, and maybe it's just the type of product they make, but I would love to have a main role on an HBO series. Now, preferably sci-fi or fantasy.
Okay.
I'd prefer that genre, though I would be open to a crime drama or something like that, but like my pick would be some kind of like deep space, like sci-fi. It could be a sci-fi drama, something like The Expanse, which is a different network, but like I would love to be a part of something like that, but specifically with HBO.
Have you seen Raised by Wolves?
Yeah, I loved the first season.
Oh, I mean, that's all there really is.
So there's 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they
but
cut it.
no,
It was so good.
I loved that. I think what happened is they had the same budget. They had the same budget for the second season, but they just had 40 more actors.
Oh, wow.
So they lost. They didn't like. They couldn't.
Such a good show.
Yeah, the first season was fascinating. I really loved it. Yeah.
I'm kind of doing it because I can write and draw my own comics. So I mean, that ultimately is it.
Dream.
The thing I miss is I used to be part of a 48-hour film festival in LA, and I loved that. Like, I loved 2 really intense days. It's the only time I've ever had a writing partner.
So for those who don't know what that is, a 48-hour film festival, the concept is you have 48 hours to write, shoot, and finish editing an entire short movie, and then you present it normally at like the gala event the next weekend.
Yeah, and the stuff I did was amazing. I used to write it from Ohio half the time, so I was writing at midnight, or we did one that was part animated that I drew all the stuff. That, yeah, wow. I'll find you guys the links. And you get into such, like, the writing partner I had, John Monson-Foon, was just like, we blended so well. Like, I worked so much by myself that it was so weird to have that. And we wrote one called, because they also give you prompts.
Right.
You have to have the name of a character, you get a genre, and you get a prop. So they know that you didn't film the film earlier.
Yeah.
So we got dark comedy, and we did one about a guy who decides to make a deal with the devil, but he brings his lawyer because he doesn't want any of that monkey paw stuff.
Okay.
And we wrote the script at like 1, 2 in the morning and handed it to our director and producer, and they're like, we like it, but it's not like dark enough. Go darker. So like John and I are sitting there trying to figure out how to go darker, and we had to have like bad deals that people had seen. So we were trying to figure out, is it darker and funnier to do a guy who killed his wife like OJ, or someone who had massive head trauma, because we were doing a football player. And like, you're going back and forth, like, how do you do that? Which one's worse? And ultimately, by the way, it's kill your wife, because you cannot in a couple minutes do someone who's had massive head trauma. That doesn't seem really insulting, but killing your wife, that's dark funny. So, yeah. It's also, I think it's the only time I've ever dropped an F-bomb in a script.
I think don't you got the clouds to start one of those in Cleveland, don't you?
I know we have one in Cleveland. I need to
Dive in.
I need a team.
Just do
I need
it.
more guys.
I do like that idea of creating something over like 24-hour period.
Yeah.
That's
It's
fun.
very cool.
There's a day called 24-hour comic book day.
Oh wow.
That you do a 24-page comic book in 24 hours. I did that once. I did it in a mall, and it was set up, and you could see what I was drawing the whole night through.
Oh, that's cool.
And we just put you in a glass box on the stage for the
Yeah,
whole
I did it once to show I could do it, and it's really interesting because you have to make a bunch of compromises because I'm short. I would do it again for money. I proved I can do it.
Do you know what Ciderfest's theme is this year?
Do I know what?
What Ciderfest's theme is this year?
I don't know.
They're challenging people to like do the ultimate creation. So
Oh,
Charlie Con, come on. like that'd be
Agent
the
talk to
place. We'll put you in
Ciderfest.
a box.
Talk amongst yourselves. Have a conversation. Ooh. Giles, this is you. Talk.
Okay, Vince, tell me about what's your favorite ice cream flavor?
Well, let me tell you, I am a mint chocolate chip kind of guy.
I like
Yeah, thank you.
I
That's
like it too.
always delicious. How about you? But, hold on, I gotta say, I love it, I eat it, I'm lactose intolerant. So I do pay for it, or should I say others pay for it
I don't
when
know.
I eat it.
I don't know if I've met anyone with lactose intolerance who doesn't just like 100% of the time accept ice cream.
Yeah.
It's like
Well,
I'll eat it. Yes.
I have some friends who are definitely, they cannot eat it. Tom, where's your mic? Right here.
Well, I like a lot. I like cookie dough ice cream. That's awesome. I like all the like unbaked ones, like the brownie batter ones, stuff like that. Yeah, I have a crazy sweet tooth. So. And then you gotta like I'll get 2 scoops, but you have to figure out what goes with what, because you don't always go like peanut butter and mint. But I like changing it up.
Well, I'm saying I don't do that.
Yeah.
I do like the chocolate mint very much, but I'm also really partial to a dark cherry ice cream. Yeah.
If you get a chance, has anyone here had Jenny's Columbus? Super fancy, awesome ice cream. Jenny's in Columbus.
Jenny.
Yeah,
Run,
yeah.
Forrest, run.
That's me.
Forrest. Do you have your light stick with you? No. I gave you a light stick last night. Where's Jenny? Why do I have the mic?
Why not? I mean, it's filling time. We need noise up here. Otherwise, we'll just be staring at each other. You know, if you do the open mouth, kind of like the open mouth half sound, then it becomes the body snatchers. I didn't realize it was a staring competition, but I didn't even see the body snatchers. They go,
There's a body snatcher pony in the first issue of My Little Pony. My friend Andy put it in.
that's fun.
There's also a. Any of you guys watch Fringe?
Yeah.
There's an observer pony in every issue he drew.
Just chill in the background like a black suit and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
I love it.
All pony, yeah.
John. You made it.
Really?
That's fun. Really like. I love Walter, the actor who plays Walter. I really like.
Closed.
And yeah, he's yeah, similar. Anyone here? I know we're going off brand. Anyone have any favorite shows that are not pony based? Yeah. We don't have to talk about that. Oh, water. I like water. And anyone else here like water? Yeah. Way to go, survival of our human bodies. We need to put liquid in it. Good.
I love it. Oh, is this? Oh.
Vince has the automatic music filter on.
Hey,
Makes him sound like Justin Bieber.
don't be afraid.
So we did a cartoon once called Nexo Nights. And Vince, what was the character he played? Wasn't just
It wasn't just Stro.
No, you did Jester, but for the musical episode.
Oh,
It was like a Justin Bieber.
Jousting Bieber.
Jousting Bieber.
Jousting Bieber.
Do your jousting Bieber
I
impression?
think it was like Featherbanks. Yo, what's up, man? Jousting Bieber.
That was it, Jousting Bieber. I played the block, for some reason that made him sing. It was a fun.
Hi, Nikki.
So this is an AMA, but we're just filling time because there haven't been any questions so far. So we are
Sing a
just
song, Giles.
we're just yammering.
Let's do a sing along.
Wait, he looks like he has a question.
We got a question? Yeah, what's the question? You can come up or yell it.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to do.
Or you can come up and yell it.
Yes. Can you hear me? Yes.
What?
Can you hear me now?
What?
Yes.
It's like the rise of
Yes. Yes. Yeah. We got that going on. Yeah. Yes. Ancient Rome, we got a little bit of Spartan action going on with the soldiers too. Yeah.
Thanks, AB.
Yeah, that's the crotch mic right now. Yeah, one sec.
So I figured that for their sake, I figure I should ask you, how much interest do you hold in like ancient Rome and all that stuff?
How often do you think about Rome?
How often do you think about the Roman Empire?
Honestly, so here's what I love. I do love. I mean, every time I'm in Europe, I'm just blown away by how much Roman architecture is still around, how well it was built. I'm fairly into it. I like how far they got technologically. Like the whole theory of if they kept going, they were 100 years away from a steam engine. I really like it. But what I also like is I like the crossovers of mythology with that time period too, where you take real like Roman historical things and then mix in like what if these creatures were also real, and then kind of play around in that universe. So I like that stuff a lot. But no, I do really like I like old Romans. I like Spartans. I like all that stuff.
So you think about the Roman Empire frequently?
Well, I mean, right now, this Gladiator 2 is coming out. I'm thinking about it a fair amount.
Is there Russell Crowe in it?
No, I don't know. You know what? They might. No,
Might
he's
do,
dead.
like, a flashback?
He's dead.
Could be
But
James.
it's his son, right?
Is that
I think so.
I think it's Brad
his son?
Pitt.
His son survived the horses? Or I thought he.
That's what it
I
looked
thought
like
he
from the
buried
trailer.
his child.
Yeah, that's true.
Did he have a second son from the Queen?
I don't know, maybe a next door neighbor?
Didn't he sleep? He sorry, we're going off now. The not the Queen, but like.
She's in
No,
yeah.
they're
Yeah,
all
Joaquin
here.
Phoenix's sister.
might be.
Didn't she spend the night with she spent a night with Maximus,
3
right?
o'clock. You want to pop over?
Is that
So,
the kid?
yeah, maybe.
This is our ancient Rome. There you go. See.
Last one.
The one thing though I did not know until I saw the trailer and looked it up was that they filled the Colosseum 3 times with water during like the 100-day festival, and it actually had naval battles in the Colosseum.
You wanna go look?
They only did it 3 times because it was so expensive. For real life, the Romans did it.
Okay.
And they're doing it in the movie.
Insanity.
It's insanity. That like they could fill the
Do you
Colosseum.
think they
with
made
water.
that up though, or do you think it's actually true?
No, that's what I'm saying. I had to look it up. So they referenced it in the movie, but they really did it in real life. Like the Romans did it 3 times in their 100-day whatever it was, like big extravaganza of murder.
I love when the weird stuff turns out to be true. Like, did you guys see the sequel to 300?
No.
Yeah, 301?
Vaguely.
300 more?
Clip.
But like the plot of it is that there's one of the Spartans goes and starts, and it's played by Ava Green, goes and starts working for the Persians, and I'm like, this is just ridiculous. This didn't happen. And a friend of mine wrote these series of books called Badasses of History. It's got a podcast of them, but he will just do the way he describes it. He will take a character from history, and he'll eliminate all the stuff about agriculture and just give you the awesome stuff. And I said, that didn't really happen, did it? He's like, no, that totally happened.
Ah,
was ridiculous.
Subterfuge and working with the enemy. Okay, any other questions? Yes. This is what we'll do. You give us a question, we'll run off on a tangent.
Yes.
We'll keep everyone entertained mildly.
Are you not entertained?
What's the
coolest skill you never got to use?
The coolest skill I've never gotten to use.
Something that you have that you think is really awesome, but like nobody ever asked you to do it.
Okay, so I can pick my nose with my tongue.
Prove it.
So when I was a kid, there was a show called America's Funniest People. Anyone remember that? America's Funniest People? It came out when America's Funniest Home Videos came out. So anyone of that generation, yes, we got some head nodding. So when it first came out, I was like, I got this unbeatable bit. Like, this will win. If they ever come, because they had these clips where they would like, just people come up to them at the mall, and if they were funny enough, they'd put them on the show. Now, I lived in Canada, so it didn't cross my mind that America's Funniest People would not be setting up in my mall. But still, I had this plan, I had a bit set up, I was gonna go. So here it was. I was gonna go to them, and I was gonna say, okay, so what do? You wanna pick your nose, but your parents tie your hands behind your back, which is an odd scenario to come up with, but sure, a good setup. And then I was just gonna do this. And I knew it would kill. I knew I would have been like #1 funniest person in all of America. So I never got to use that skill. I'm really sad.
They didn't pick you?
No, they never came to my mall.
Who was in North America's Funniest People?
Why wasn't it North America?
Canadians.
Interesting.
I don't have any skills. I've been paid for all of my skills.
Yeah,
No,
Vince.
I just don't have any skills.
Fan messages,
I don't know.
political
That's a
messages.
good
Have you
question.
not been paid?
Those are the worst.
Good question.
Because you can do flips, jumps, but that.
But I mean, I've done that.
Did you roll that into musical theater?
Yeah, I've done that.
Okay.
I did like stunt stuff. I've done, yeah, I've done stuff. Yeah. I don't know. A skill.
I have a little used skill. I can decorate cakes.
Ooh. Is it cake?
You can make.
Nope.
I do some pony cake.
I've got like all the, I don't have all of, but I have a lot of those like super specific cake pans that Wilton made. So I've got like the Superman cake pan and the Star Wars, the R2D2 and the C3PO, and you know, it comes out in the shape of them, and then you do all the stars to fill it up.
That's cool.
I don't know. I should do that.
Just have a pony cake pan. Those things would help.
Sure, they're good. I have a whole
Pony
set of
cakes.
decorating tips and stuff. Yeah.
You can make a cookbook.
I want it though. I
Pony
so
cookbook. I mean,
the one I want is I want to write a Captain Pike cookbook.
Star Trek.
Star Trek.
Any other questions, or are we just gonna ramble? Okay. Ooh. Okay. Perfect.
Okay.
Get in line. It's okay.
Yeah. Just get in line. Go for it. Stay standing. Yeah.
Okay, so I got my
they're
vocal
so excited.
course basically to like a banjo, so voice acting is not a thing for me. I'd rather just trust other people for that.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, there's better people than me for that. So, but here's the question.
That's debatable.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
for this specific.
Okay.
Here's the thing. You know, if I'm gonna get other people to voice act for me, like, how can I make sure that I don't alienate them by just asking them like 30 takes without being satisfied? Like, how can I properly communicate what I want?
I
Voice actor, you know,
would
maybe-
recommend that you actually take a voice acting class to know what it is you're asking them to do. I worked, interestingly enough, the first acting class I ever took, the director of the Barbie cartoons was in the class because he wanted to really understand what he was asking the actors to do. It was a live action class also, but I just thought it was, it gives, like, when it comes to translating how you want a performance to go, if you don't, like, I mean, not that every director has to understand what actors do, but I find it's really useful to at least get a commonality of language of like, okay, so here's an understanding how to connect with them and talk to them. I mean, that's my thought. It's been doing this a long time. You might have some ideas, but I would say that'd be a good starting point.
I concur.
That's great advice for everything. Like working in comics, if you can do every part of it, even if you can't do it well, you know what you're asking the next person in line to do.
Yeah, understanding all aspects. Yeah, that's good. Thank you.
And also, you can work. You can also just work at clarity of language. Like you could ask some non-actors. Like, if I ask you this, does that make sense? And it's like, I have no idea what you're talking about. You can work to like get more specific in the words you're using. Yeah.
Alrighty. So I'm sure like when you guys go to conventions, like get questions that have repeated constantly. So what's a question that you wish people were asking when you go to?
Well, in my single days, do you want to go out?
BT.
That would have been nice.
That still would be nice.
Yes,
The
hey,
manifesting question.
Tom.
The
Hello,
manifesting question.
Philly.
Bachelor number one.
I did bachelor auctions back in the day. That was something else I did.
The Bachelor?
No, I did a bachelor auction. I did
Oh, as a bachelor?
yes.
That's fun.
Did they purchase you?
You know what was? It was the greatest scam in the world because what they did is it was like a blind auction. I mean, they could see us. Like there was a whole catalog that listed us and what our date was going to be because you promised them one date.
Wow.
But every woman would bid, and it was just like a random ticket drawing. But then you were given all the phone numbers of all the women that you talked to, and you were told specifically to call them and thank them.
Wow.
Well, that's
And free tux rental.
free talks, bro.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was awesome.
Hey.
that's very cool.
Okay, so got a question?
A question that someone wished I was asked.
You?
Hey, Taylor.
I wish I was asked. Oh, man. I don't know, mate. I don't know. It depends, right? Like, there's things that I wish, I could, like, I don't know, be like, you want to sing a song? Do you want to, like, go play poker for 5 hours? Those kinds of questions. Those are kind of fun. But they're never asked on here.
Keep that in mind.
Yeah, there you go.
I guess.
I just think, like, talking about my stuff is boring to me. So, I don't know. So I think it'd be, like, something about, like, going to, like, do something. Or, like, an opinion of some sort.
Yeah. It's a weird question. Like, it's a good question, but it's a weird question because, like, all my answers turn out to be what I just want to talk about myself about.
I mean, I love process questions, like how do you do this thing, but like not where do you get your ideas from, but like what caused you to come up with this idea,
Right.
Or, because it's nice
That's
to be able
true.
to draw out of an actual
Yeah.
experience.
I guess like more detailed.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
Just something a little granular. Like
That's right.
when I ask people what they like about my book, I don't tell them to give me the favorite thing because that's too hard. I'm just like, just tell me something you liked about it, and that builds a conversation.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah. I've got to bounce y'all. Thank you for having me. I know you can play. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye, Vincent.
Hi.
Hello. Okay, so if you could
There, I
play
participated.
any character parody, who would it be?
Any character parody or like play
just
the
a
character?
parody character.
There goes the legend.
No. Would this be like parody, like SNL type parody, or like just like serious parody, or what are we talking?
Or like from another franchise.
What's the context? Am I going comedy, or am I going, or am I like picking up the mantle and I'm getting to play that character now?
What are we doing?
Yes, in another franchise.
In another franchise. Okay. Let me think. Someone that's been done.
This is supposed to go until 4.
Pretty big shoes to fill, but I think I'd have a lot of fun. I mean, I voiced Iron Man for a little bit for like
And then we got an hour to
Funko
kill.
and for Lego. I think it'd be fun to
Yeah.
get to do my version of Iron Man live action. I think that'd be a lot of fun. I don't know. I think it's big shoes to fill, obviously, but I think that I can step into some Iron Man qualities. Yeah, I think that'd be a lot of fun.
Thank you so much for watching Phauxe and Krystal explore TrotCon 2024. It's been an interesting year, and this was the highlight, but I hope you stay tuned for TrotCon 2025, a noir mystery. We have questions. You have questions. Let's stay tuned and find out what a noir mystery is. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Will you be at TrotCon 25? Stay tuned.